keep the celery there for tomorrow, and it's gonna change colors.
What is?
Well, like
The celery.
So like it's gonna because of the water that the color of the water that's in it, it's gonna make it
Gonna go up.
Change the color of the plants because of the color of the water.
Okay.
Because
How come?
because Dad he cut off the top the bottom of the celery sticks, and that's so the water could go into it and make the celery change color.
And we're trying with different colors, red, black, and
So what is this gonna be evidence of?
that the water that you use is gonna be the color that it will look.
Well, what does that tell us about? What does that tell us about the celery?
That it grows in green water.
That they're probably not gonna grow anymore, right?
Yeah,
But if the leaves become red, and the leaves haven't been touched by red, then what does that tell us?
that
Actually,
the water comes up from
Let Willa finish.
the color of the water actually comes up, and then it makes the top of the plants the color that the water is.
Yeah.
And Chloe's color is red, mine black, and Willard's is blue.
Blue.
the black is gonna be the most colorful because it's all the colors mixed up.
That's an interesting idea. Never thought of that.
Kind of with a marker, a black marker. If you color it and then you put water on the paper, then
it separates all the pigments. Yeah.
Like a bunch of colors.
And also when you dry it but you don't put water on it, you could on the outside it kind of looks like there's a little green.
Okay. And so, how does the food coloring, how does the dye get up into the leaves?
Because
the plant soaks it up. Because the plant needs
soaks
water to
it
live, so
up.
it soaks it up.
and from the part that's cut off, and that part it's left there, but the water comes up into there, in those tiny holes, and it comes up, and so these little branches,
Stems.
leaves, it's connected.
Yeah. So do you guys know how when you eat celery, there's little strings?
Yeah. So those
Right.
are strings. It goes up, and each one is a different tube kind of.
Right.
And it goes up into the leaves, and you can kind of see it, and you can see the leaves.
Yeah. So the
You can see
stems.
the veins that
Yeah.
go, and then it spreads out, and it makes the color because the color of the water is going through.
Yeah.
And so that's gonna be the color that it is.
Yeah.
'Cause,
More or less, there's kind of all those little stringy things are actually kind of like straws.
That's
And
what
they-
I said. They're
and they
tubes
like-
or
Yeah,
straws.
exactly. Yeah, they pull the water up, and then if the water is colored like it is, it should change the color of the leaves.
Because you can kind of see the veins, and it
Uh-huh.
will run because that's part of the straw kind of,
Mhm.
and it'll run through that, and then it'll make you see that red color.
And why do plants need to do this? Why do they need to
So they
pull
can,
water up?
So they can grow, so they can drink it.
Yeah.
Everything.
They
needs
use
water.
and then they use the water. They use the water to help them make their own food. The leaves actually go through photosynthesis, and that's where they take the water and they take some air and they make their own food because they're called producers. So they produce their own food.
So, we're gonna wait until tomorrow.
tomorrow or even the next few days.
Yeah, maybe the next few days.
Yeah.
And
It'll be interesting to see, especially with the black one, to see if it actually does give us some different colors that maybe we wouldn't expect to see.
Wait.
Yeah.
Like this player right here is purple.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
If you can see it,
Mhm.
it's purple because I don't know.
It's just the natural color of it.
It's the natural color, but it's cool because it's purple.
Yeah.
My favorite color.
All right, so we'll come back to this in a few days and see what it looks like.